Good day, 12 learners. Welcome to your career guidance program for Module 7. I will be your presenter for today, Ma'am Alona Jean G, Magat. For Module 7, the topic is version of Me 2.0. But before that, before we proceed, let us determine the objectives. So what are the objectives? So we have 3 objectives. So number 1, identify the rights and responsibilities of the employees and employers. Number 2, determine the aspect considered in the planning for life and career. Number 3, relate the chosen career to the needs of the society. So these are the 3 objectives for our first activity. Okay? So for Module 7, version of Me 2.0 is which refers to the individual who is discovering the real version of Me 2.0 that can be a wisdom in his or her own way and able to manifest greatness in pursuing your lifelong career. It is then a transition from school to the curriculum exit that the learners will plan for the future job that he or she will be productive and persistently sustain in the real world of the work that the real version of Me 2.0. Okay, so now let us discuss the main activity for your activity number 1. Okay, the main activity is based on the motivational activity, and from the modules in grade 10 and 11, the activity focuses mainly on the process of transition of the learners from school to the 4 curriculum exit and possible workplace and that correspond to their curriculum exit. It is taking into the hands of the learners reliabilities that have pace of once they are set in the real world of the work. So meaning, gagamit tayo ng kamay later on para i-trace natin kung saan natin ilalagay yung mga objectives na gagawin natin. Okay? So now, sabi nga, learners will have to recognize work, ethics, and work values they have to imbibe, including improving their personality in order to succeed in whatever career they pursue. Okay? So our hands are very important parts of our body. So pinaka-importante daw, very important daw yung kamay natin sa ating body. So without hands, hindi tayo makakagalaw ng maayos, right? So the hands symbolize how an individual works. A lot of memories are found in our hands, just like a scar. So anong ibig sabihin ng scar? Tekla, right? So somewhere in the finger that reminds you of the time when you were chopping a wood for a fire, okay? Or helping your mother prepare for a dinner. Okay? So let's say for example, tinutulungan mo yung mama mo magluto. Okay? So once nag-chop ka ng mga, for example, yung mga vegetable, sometimes hindi natin maiwasan na masuga. So magkakaroon ng tekla, right? Or the main scar from the heated oil that scratch on your hand while frying your fish. Ayan, madalas ito once na nagluluto tayo ng mga isda, hindi natin talaga maiwasan yung pagtalamsik ng oil, okay, sa ating kamay. It may also be a callus on our hand that reminds you how hardworking you are. Yeah. For this callus, ito yung kalyo. Diba? Sinasabi na once na yung kamay ng isang tao, maraming kalyo, ibig sabihin nun is hardworking to. Masipag na tao to. Right? So, just as when you go farming, wash closets, and do household chores or for your family. Ayan, madalas dito yung maraming kalyo, yung mga nagtatrabaho sa mga bukid, yung mga labandera, so, and then yung madalas na kasambahay. Sila yung maraming kalyo sa mga kamay. Tama? So, but before that, so this is the main activity. Okay? So, sabi nga, The brain serves as the master that the hand may follow the doer. So, anong ibig sabihin ng doer? Tagagawa, right? This simply states that our hands what the brain commands, as the both are working module 7, page 100 together. As such, an individual should have balance in a work of ethics, in a work values in order to achieve our success in life. Okay, so this is the example, your hands. So this is the procedure. So what are the procedure? So we have 4 procedure. Number 1, each learner shall be provided with a piece of paper. So pwede po dyan na bond paper. Learners observe their own, their 2 hands and choose with hand represent him or her the most, and then it's the right hand or left hand. So pipili kayo ng isang pwede nyong i-trace dyan na kamay, it's either left or right. And then on the bond paper, they trace the hand they choose. So ayan, iti-trace niyo. For example, trace niyo, gusto niyo kamay yung left. So iti-trace niyo. Okay, guguhitan niyo na parang kamay. Yan. Then number 4, have learners draw a symbol. Okay, so what are the symbols? So we have, ilan ba? 6 symbols that represent in your hand. Okay, so number 1, on the small finger, ano ba yung small finger? Ito po yung small finger natin, kung nakikita nyo, no? Small finger, draw a symbol that represent your track, strand, or specialization. Yan, drawing po kung anong specialization ninyo. For example, for academic, okay? Ano yung mga academic? Ito yung ABM and GAS. So, for example, si academic, okay? So, since ABM GAS, so yung drawing niya, example is a cup of nurse, because the learners want to be a common nurse. Stethoscope, because the learners want to be a doctor or physician. Ayan, po pwede mong i-drawing daw po yung cup ng nurse or stethoscope kung ikaw naman gusto mo ay maging doctor or physician. What about teacher? So, ano yung i-drawing mo sa teacher? So, i-drawing mo yung ano? Ano yung i-drawing mo? Pwede mong i-drawing yung chalk, pwede mong i-drawing yung ballpen, or rather than, or blackboard, okay, or green board, right? Next, for the TBL is you can draw a hammer, ladder, bread, cake, and many more. Okay? So, it depends on you kung anong gusto nyo mag-pursue sa inyong goal. Okay? So, that's the small finger. Okay? So, next one is about the ring finger. Ano naman yung ring finger? Ito yung palasingsingan. Ito po, no? Palasingsingan, no? So, draw a symbol that represent your job immersion. Now, on the second sem, magkakaroon kasi kayo ng immersion. Now, sabi nga, draw a symbol that represent your job immersion. For example, no, if you are academic, so you can draw a hospital, building bank, orphanage center, accounting firm, shopping mall, or many more. So, i-draw mo dyan daw kung ano, for example lang, kung gusto mong, kung saan mo gustong mag-immersion. Okay? So, for example, kung nurse ka, so you can draw a hospital. Kung gusto mo naman sa mga ABM, ng mga accountancy, you can draw a, yung mga bangko. Okay? Next, for TBL, so you can draw a electrical store, construction site, bakery, beauty house, or salon, and many more. Okay? So, it depends on you kung saan nyo gustong mag-job immersion. Okay? Or mag-immersion po. Okay? Next one. What about the middle finger? Okay, middle. So, yung sa gitna. So, draw a symbol that represent your career exit. So, dito, for your career exit, so you can choose kung ikaw ay magkokolehiyo, magtatrabaho, magnenegosyo, and skills and development center. Okay? So, dito naman represent your career exit. So, for example, for academic, no? Kung gusto niyang tawag dito magtrabaho, so you can draw a business building. Kung naman ay magnenegosyo ka, so gusto mong anong gusto mong inegosyo, you can draw them. Okay? So bridge, road, for example, ito yung mga engineering, no? Next one, about TBL. So you can draw a hospital, building, bank, ayan. Okay? So parang same lang kayo, pero depende naman sa inyo kung saan nyo gusto. Kung magkaway magkokolehiyo pa lang, magtrabaho na, magnenegosyo na, or skills and development center. Okay? So, that's the middle finger. Okay? Next one. About the point finger. Ito yung intuturo, kumbaga. So, point finger, draw a symbol that represent your future job. So, dito, you will, for this point finger, you will represent your future job. Kung anong gusto mo daw maging trabaho. Kung ikaw ay isang maging nurse, you can draw an injection. Then, stethoscope for physician. And then, for engineering, high-rise building. And then, sa mga doctor, hospital, or bank orphanage. And then, if you want a picture, so, same pa rin po, idodrawing nyo, it's either ball pen, pencil, chalk, or whiteboard. Okay? Or green board, blackboard. Yan. So, next one, it's for TBL. So, for TBL, drawing of an electrical store, construction site, bakery, and beauty salon or salon. Okay? So, sabi niya, for the point finger, you can draw your symbol that represent your future job. So, dito, kung ano daw yung future job na gusto niyo na talaga. Okay? Next, about the thumb. Ano yung thumb? Ito po, yung inlalaki. So, for this thumb, draw a symbol of your contribution of the society in relation to your future job. So, ano daw yung may tutulong mo sa ating kapag ikaw ay naging successful na. Okay? So, ano yung magiging contribution mo? Okay? So, for example, for academic, okay, so the heart of the family, because the nurse helped by taking care of the health sustain of the life of the sick and individual in the family. Now, dito, for example, kung ikaw naman ay teacher, ano yung may tutulong mo sa mga bata? Diba? So, for TBL, drawing for good food for a healthy lifestyle by chef cook. So, pwede ka mag-drawing ng mga limbawa. Kung ikaw ay chef, pwede ka mag-drawing ng mga gulay-gulay. So, yung mga mako-contribute mo sa society. Okay? So, pwede ka magbigay ng mga gulay-gulay. Diba? Next one. What about the palm area? Ano yung palm area? Yung sa gitna ng ating kamay. So, palm area, draw a symbol that represent your career motivation goal. So, your motivation goal. So, now, for academic, you can draw a heart that symbolize as long as 3 is the heart beating or life must go on by physical and nurse. Ayan, siyempre, since mga nurse yan, doktor, so, pwedeng i-drawing nila dyan yung heart, yung puso natin, or sometimes naman, yung iba naman, dinodrawing nila Bible to protect them, yan, or rosary. Now, next one, what about the TBL? So, for the TBL is go, grow, and glow. For the foods that give strength to an individual. Okay? So, that's the palm area. Next one. Okay? So, lastly, it's about the wrist area. Ano po yung wrist? Yung dito sa bandang baba ng kamay natin. So, wrist area, draw a symbol that sustain you in the current track, strand, specialization, connection and sustainability, strength and responsibility. Okay? So, for example, for academic, drawing of a cross that symbolize my creator. Ayan, sinasabi ko, pwede natin draw yung cross dyan, or rosary, or sigad. So, sinasabi dito is for my creator. That means, I am the way, the truth, and the life. In the ups and downs of your life, you are sustained by prayers and to keep moving forward positively until the success comes. Ayan, to protect them. Pwede daw po yung sinasabi niya, i-drawing daw yung cross or rosary. There si Jesus. Okay, so to protect them. Okay, next one. For construction materials, tools needs in the construction company where tools are very valued by the workers. So dito, for example, yung mga engineering, no? Yan po. Next one. So this is the sample for activity number 1. For example, dito, yung track niya is academic. So gusto niya daw niya sa paglaki is maging nurse or doctor. So dinrawing niya yung pinakauna, yung stethoscope. And then the hospital, ayan, gusto daw niya makatapos sa pag-aaral. And then the injection, ayan, yung heart or life. And then yung beat yung bit na sa ano. And then, lastly is the cross. So, this is the example for activity number 1. So, ito yung gagawin nyo na una. Okay? Okay, so next. Another activity. So, dito naman, so this is what we call the aspect to consider. Okay? So, sabi niya, we'll go to college if there will be a financial support. We'll go to work with the NC2 as electrical installation. We'll make a business with electrical equipment. Now, so this is the question. So, sabi niya, the rights and responsibilities of my future chosen career. Ano daw po yung rights and responsibilities mo as your future career? So, for example, yung future career ko is teacher. So, what is my duties and responsibilities as a teacher? So, magbibigay ako ng dalawa dito. Now, this is the example for electrical engineering. So, sabi niya, designing and implementing cost-effective equipment modification to help to improve safety and reliability. So, these are example of electrical engineering. Okay? So, ngayon, magsusulat kayo ng dalawa pa na responsibility ninyo for your chosen career. Okay? Next question. So, dito naman is right and responsibilities for of the employer. Halimbawa, kung isa ka ng empleyado, ano daw yung right responsibilities mo as an employer? Halimbawa, kung naging doctor ka na, teacher ka na, ano daw yung responsibilities mo dyan? Okay? So, you will write 3. Okay? 3 responsibilities of as an employer. Okay? So, this is the activity number 1. So, yung kamay, and then the 2 question. Yung right, yung isa, right and responsibilities of your future chosen career, and then dito naman is responsibilities of as a employer. So, that's the activity number 1. Okay? Senior high school is a transition period or passage from one stage to another until the learners reach their chosen career goal. Okay? There are important factors to consider in reaching the chosen career goal. One is by exposing oneself to the world of work in order to get the taste of what it takes to be working and to become a workers. Okay, so for example, once na nakapagtrabaho ka na, no, sa sinasabi dito, so you can expose so many people. Okay, so may expose ka na dyan. Siyempre, iba-iba na yung mga taong kasama mo or yung mga co-employee mo. By exposing themselves to the real world of the work through work immersion, learners slowly learn and develop within themselves the work principles and work values. Now, once na nag-immersion kayo, so yan, mararanasan nyo na yung mga boss dyan, yung mga co-workers ninyo, kung paano yung treatment nila, paano yung trabaho. Okay? They would know the rules and become exemplar and the other co-workers in terms of practice of work ethics and values. Okay, so this is another definition. So what is all about the conformity? So what is the meaning of conformity? Conformity is ito yung pagsunod. Sabi niya, it's a type of social influence involving a change in belief or behavior in order to fit in a group. So syempre, as employer, kung ikaw na isang empleyado na, make sure marunong kang sumunod sa mga boss mo. Okay? Or sa mga ibang pinapagawa nila. Next one, about motivation, is literally the desire to do things. It is the difference between waking up before down to the proud of pavement and lazing around the house all day. It is a crucial element in setting and attaining. So for this motivation, you know what is your motivation, right? So dapat para makuha mo yung goal mo, yung dream mo. So they have a motivation. So, dapat hindi po pwede dyan pabagal-bagal or yung sinasabi dito is yung lazy around your house, yung parang tamad-tamad ka, no? Make sure you have a motivate yourself. Next one is about the personal development. Okay, so ito, na-discuss na siguro sa inyo to, no? Yung subject na per depth. Sabi niya, covers activities that improve awareness and identify, develop the talents and potential. build up a human capital and facilitate employability, enhance the quality of life, and contribute to the realization, dreams, and aspiration. For this personal development, make sure, yan, you know your talent, your potential, okay? So, improve your awareness, and then make sure, kumbaga, dapat malakas yung loob mo. Okay? So, hindi yung palamyam-lamya, dapat kaya mo lahat. Kasi, gusto mo makatapos sa pag-aaral at gusto mong makamit yung pangarap na trabaho mo. Okay? Another is, what is about expectancy or theory? Expectancy theory. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? Ito yung pag-asa. Process that individuals will behave or act in a certain way because they are motivated to select a specific behavior over other behaviors due to what they expect. The result of the selected behavior will be. Okay? So, dapat may pag-asa ka. Okay? Kumbaga, may pag-asa ka sa sarili mo. Halimbawa, sa grades mo, mababa ka. So, make sure, dapat meron kang pag-asa dyan na makabawi ka. Okay? So, we have two factors of theory. What about the hygiene theory and the dual factor theory? So, state of the three certain factors in the workplace that cause the job satisfaction, while a separate set of factors cause a dissatisfaction. So, sinasabi niya, we have two ways of factor, the motivate, the hygiene, and the dual factor of the theory. Okay? What about the trait theory? Ano naman ibig sabihin ng trait? Ito yung mga ugali. In approach to the study of the human personality, traits is the theories are primary interest in the measure of traits which can be defined as habitual pattern of the behavior through thought and emotion. So, dapat yung pag-uugali ng bawat isa, alam mo at yung sa sarili mo. Okay? Next one. Okay? According to Mother Teresa, sabi niya, a life that not live for other is not alive. Okay? Ano kaya sinasabi ni Mother Teresa dito dun sa My Hand version 2.0? Sinasabi dito, as something to do with individual's life, the learner's future career, the symbolic hand interprets how the individual's work. Paano daw siya magamit yung kamay na yon? Okay? Paano natin magagawa? Or paano nyo magagawa? The realization of the learner's chosen career with its work of ethics, work values, and personality that fits him or her to your career goal. Make sure yung personality mo dapat fit na fit yan. Kayang-kaya mo. Okay? For example, kung ikaw ay masakit, syempre, kung hindi mo kaya, dapat huwag mong i-pursue yun. Baka mapahamak ka pa. In the future workplace, it is important of the learners to know the duties and responsibilities of both employees and employer. Now, for example, if you are employer, you know what is your duties and responsibilities. Okay? Another, as the learners experience education from school, is interest is in the future career progress. According to Jason, the experience of the learner has a strong influence that he could learn and develop his work ethics, work values in the process of learning specific knowledge and skills towards his chosen career. These are the factors employers are looking for in applicant. Aside from the intellectual part of the learners, another aspect to consider is the lifelong career planning in the personality of the learner. Okay, so dito naman sinasabi ni Jason, according sa kanya, make sure you are as strong influence in the field. Develop your ethics and then the values. Okay? Now, the version of Me 2.0 is a process that learners will become ready not just in the workplace, but in everyday encounter. The learners and then is ready to fit himself to an organization. Consider my version 2.0 will now be a markable person of lifelong career. Okay? According to Buddha, ating sinasabi niya, yung quotation niya, we are shaped, but our thoughts, we are become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follow like a shadow that never leaves. Okay? Napagaganda yung sinabi ni Buddha, no? Next one. What about the activity number 2? So, activity number 2, the title is Human Knot. So, in this human knot, it refers to the challenge that may experience by the individual in everyday life, letting everyone to understand that in every obstacle, there is always a solution. Ayan. Lahat ng mga obstacle natin o mga balakid natin sa buhay, meron niyang solusyon yan. Hindi naman binigay ni God yan kung hindi natin masusolusyonan. With the help of the significant others and the society. Okay? In our everyday life, we often encounter unique personalities that can inspire our day or just make our day. Okay? The knots symbolize our everyday life struggles. To make things easier for us to handle, it is suggested that we can take our day one at a time, stay possible, and avoid toxic people. Ayan. So, dapat stay positive lang, avoid toxic people. Ito yung mga negative na sinasabi nila ng mga ibang tao. Make sure, dapat dito, you are a positive thinker. Okay? If you think these people will just put you down, yan yung mga toxic na people, at yung mga hihila sa iyo sa pababa. Okay? Now, the choose is the what you take. Remember, life is wonderful when we live joyful and harmonious, sharing our blessing to other people, success in each our reach. Okay, so for this activity number 2, okay, sabi niya, so this is the direction. Learners will have a worksheet of my version 2.0. It's about the feet. So, yung kanina, kamay, ito naman, paa naman. On your left foot, so dito, dalawa yung gagamitin natin. The left foot and then the right foot. On the left foot, learners will list things, the traits and values. Kapag sinabi natin traits, ito yung mga ugali. Tama? Yung mga ugaling na, tawag dito, parang hindi natin kayang abutin. O ito yung mga, kumbaga, obstacles natin. About is yourself, he or she needs to change to get ready to your chosen career. Yan, sinasabi dito na hindi mo kayang, tawag dito, hindi ka pa ready sa inyong chosen career. Okay? Hindi ka pa ready kung ano yung magiging, magiging future job mo. Okay? On the middle between of the left and right feet, the learners will write his or her motivation mantra to move. So, ilalagay lang is go, fight, go, win sa mismong gitna ng paa natin. Okay, sa drawing ninyo, sa itatrace ninyo. And then number 4, on the right, learners will list new traits, values to accept, embrace, and improve to get ready of your chosen career. So dito naman, ito yung positive. So you will write 3 to get ready for your chosen career. Kumbaga, ito naman yung kanina, negative, ito naman ito yung maging positive para makuha yung goal mo. Okay? So, this is the example for activity number 2. Okay? For the left foot, so magbibigay kayo ng 3 halimbawa na yung mga traits, at yung mga ugali ninyo na hindi nyo pa kayang, hindi nyo pa kayang umunlad or hindi nyo pa kayang tumaas sa inyong mismo gusto, parang wala pa kayo sa okay, sa mismong pangarap niyo. So, ito, number 1, sometimes late in class. Ayan, madalas to. Sometimes talking with seatmate. Madalas din to. And then, sometimes absent. Okay, so these 3 example, ito yung sa left foot natin, ito yung mga balakid sa atin. Ito yung mga traits natin. Next, sabi ko nga, you will write go, fight, go, win. Or another is go, fight, win. And then for the right foot, so for these 3, so you will write sample, punctual, attentive, and always present. Now, it depends on you kung ano yung gusto nyong ilagay dito dun sa mismong values ninyo na ready na kayo sa inyong chosen career. No? So, dito, ulitin ko lang po. So, dito naman yung mga traits ninyo, yung mga values ninyo, mga ugali ninyo. And then, dito naman, ito yung mga values nyo to get improve or to get ready to your chosen career. Okay, so ayan po. Okay, so ayan, you will trace. Ganito po yung gagawin nyo. Trace pa rin po. Then sa gitna, lalagay lang go-in 5. Okay, so that's all for our module 7. So thank you so much, 12 learners, and thank you.